Today's episode is brought to you by The Gallery. Based out of New York, The Gallery is a curated collection of photographs from around the world. While we are all unable to travel, this is a great way to bring a piece of the world to you. All prints are made from 100% recycled aluminum, giving your wall that gallery finish. Right now, The Gallery is offering our listeners 15% off their purchase by using the code 15OFF. That's 15OFF. Go to thegallery.com. That's TheGallery.com, so your wall will never be boring again.
Cue the singing giraffes!
Hello and welcome to our Descendants party.
Woo!
Sorry, I had to. Disney actually threw one last year, and it was interesting to say the very least.
Well, you didn't know what the Descendants was.
I had no idea what it was last year, but
what's your name?
I'm Adam, by the way.
I'm Sam.
We forget our names here.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And we have some very special guests today from Film Tasmic. Welcome, guys. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Thanks for having us, by the way. We're excited. I'm Jen.
Royce.
And I'm Alyssa.
Woot, woot.
And Tim, we're skipping over you. I'm just kidding.
Right over here. It's cool.
Oh yeah, Tim.
Hi.
Tim is here regularly, and we just don't treat him appropriately. Sorry about that.
We pretend he's not here sometimes.
It's okay.
It's like you can even hear him. But yeah, Film Tasmic, you guys are primarily a Disney film podcast, correct?
Right. So we review Disney movies, shorts, shows, and basically anything and everything Disney.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys on Anchor?
Yes, you can find us on Anchor and also our Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for bonus things. So you can find us at Filmtasmic.
Oh, fancy. Welcome to Flipper Flakes again. And you can find us on Twitter and Instagram. We're at Flipper Flakes. We release episodes every Thursday. Do you guys release episodes on Thursday too?
Yes, we do.
Cool. So we're Thursday buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're at 1 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Do you have a set time?
Midnight.
Yeah, there you go.
When it gets done.
Whenever we feel like it. Not kidding. No, just joking.
Perfect. So all times on Thursdays, you can find either of us. It's a good time. So Tim, do you want to kick us off and tell us what we watched, since none of us know?
I didn't. It was not in the intro at all.
No.
Oh, shoot. It was, wasn't it?
Is there?
Spoiler alert.
So it's what? Descendants. What was the rest of the title? It's Disney. Descendants. There we go. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I remember when I was looking at it. I texted you because I was like, "What? I don't know what I'm looking for here."
Well, we gave Tim
There's
no info on this movie.
There's four movies, and I was like, I'm lost.
Yeah. It's more fun that way. I was hoping you'd watch all of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Just immerse yourself in the world.
I was. Yeah. Oh. I might have watched the wrong one. We'll find out.
I doubt it.
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
All right. So I got the synopsis here and some of the reviews or whatever you want to call the ratings. Synopsis is: in present day Oregon, I think that's how you say it, Ben, the benevolent teenage son of King Adam and Queen Belle, offers a chance of redemption for the troublemaking offspring of Disney's classic villains, Cruella de Vil, Maleficent, the evil queen, and Jafar. I got her name right there.
Congrats,
Yeah.
man.
I focused very hard.
First time for everything.
Round of applause.
So critics gave this a 90%. Audience is 67%. IMDb is 6.3 out of 10. And Google gave it a pass with a 92.
Now, Tim.
Yeah.
How surprised are you that there are critics reviews, TV movie, and they gave it a 90%? I'm just egging you.
I'm honestly not surprised, but yeah.
Have you guys seen this film before? I know Tim and Sam and I haven't, but
I Yeah, I did once. Let's just be real, let it all come out. Like, yes,
I mean, it's
watched
a very
it.
popular film.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So.
think because like I work with kiddos, so like they
Yeah.
talk about it all the time. So I'm like, I need to know what they're talking about. So that's why I watched it.
Nice.
I didn't know the movie existed until
You didn't know it existed?
we were going to do the review on it. So I was like, oh, cool. Like,
Same.
It's been a
Air
while
five.
since I haven't seen a Disney channel original movie in a while. I
Yeah.
can never get that order right. What
Well-
about you, Alyssa?
This was my first time as well. And I must confess, I actually did end up watching all 3 of them.
Oh,
Ooh,
snap.
she's our expert.
She can get into like when Hades pops in and then Uma.
What? Hades comes in?
Yeah,
I
Hades,
get that
Ursula's
far.
daughter.
Yeah, I've read the
Wow.
synopsises of the other ones because I'm
There
fully
you go.
prepared for Sam to watch them all.
Yeah, I had it stacked for this weekend.
I might have to now.
Yeah.
What were your guys' expectations of it going in? Since, like, I mean, Royce, you've never heard of it. Now we got Alyssa, who's watched all of them, and Jen, you've heard from the kiddos.
I think, because it's Kenny Ortega, right, as a director. So I assumed it was like another High School Musical, but with Disney characters kind of thing. But when High School Musical came out, that was however many years ago. I loved it. So I was like, this is going to be great. And like, but yeah, that was my first impression.
To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure what to expect from this movie. I know when I first watched it and they were singing Rotten to the Core, I was like, okay, I think I'm done. I was like,
To the core.
I like that
Yeah.
song.
I just like, it was like kind of cheesy for me. And I'm just like, okay, cool. I wonder how long I could last. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly I watched all 3 of them, but it's
Yeah.
just that one song for me. I was like, I can't do it.
That's fair. I can go next, I guess.
Yeah, go for it, Sam.
So I'm the one that actually picked this movie because I have been waiting for a very long time to make Tim watch a Disney Channel musical. And I have friends that like love this movie. They drug us to the Descendants party. I call
Yeah.
it Descendants because
She
I make fun of it.
She refused to call it Descendants.
Yeah, so now I've trained myself the wrong way. So I was just ready for it to be like totally cringeworthy, and I was excited to hear Tim's opinion, basically. Adam, what were you expecting?
Oh, I expected to full on just despise every minute of it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, well, based on the videos I've heard of, my friend had to dress up as Hades for Halloween.
Mhm.
He sounded like that wasn't his favorite film, but he did it to like watch it with his kid.
Yeah.
Like go to Halloween
Mhm.
with his kid. So I'm like, oh great. And I was racking my brain. I skipped High School Musical because I did not want to see that at all.
Cardinalton. How dare.
Yes, we're different here.
No, it's just because I don't know. I was an angsty teen at that time, It's not my
Mm.
not
Too
my time
busy
to shine.
listening to Disturbed in Linkin Park.
Yeah, not my cup of tea. What about you, Tim?
I also have not seen High School Musical, but
Oh,
why would I watch that?
Wow.
Why would I watch that?
Why not? I'm kidding. No.
I mean, we were youths at the time. I would expect you to at least seen part of it.
No. I've here and there, but anyway. No, I was like I don't read the synopsis before I watch her stuff usually. And I saw it and I was like, all right, well, I know Sam picked it for a reason. But I did happen to glance down and see musical there.
Yeah, we've seen a musical. Those Girls Are Easy was a musical.
It's just and so I was like, great. That was my reaction. Just great. And I just play. So
Tim, have you seen him outside of Earth Girls Are Easy and this? Have you seen a musical?
like a theater or like Sound of Music musical.
Oh, I don't count the Sound of Music because I know your mom watched that a ton.
I mean, the Fan of the Opera, I've seen it in like video form and like the
Okay.
actual, it's like I enjoy that, yeah.
Okay.
Or
So-
like Wicked video form, I think I've seen it. I don't know.
So
I
you're
like
musical
I like
versed.
I like the theatrical versions though, where you go, you sit, you got the intermissions and stuff, and you can drink and whatever, but to get you
So
through
what
it.
you're saying is you need a break.
How many breaks did you take in this?
I lost count.
Oh no.
Royce, do you want to give us your expectations?
No, I thought it was going to be really good because I had high expectations of Disney movies or Disney Channel movies, I should say, in the past. You know, like with High School Musical and like even Steven's movie was like one of my favorite Disney Channel movies. Yeah, so I was like, okay, this should be pretty good. And Kenny Ortega, so I was excited for it. So yeah, it was going in pretty high.
I gotta say, it's impressive that now I've heard two of you guys say, "Oh, Kenny Ortega," and I'm like, I had no idea this man existed. I'm gonna be honest.
No.
Well, you did.
I'm kidding, no.
I was not a High School Musical person, though.
He did Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Oh, Hocus Pocus is
He
good.
did?
Yeah, a girl.
Oh, that's like my favorite movie too.
That's a great movie.
I love that
Yeah.
movie.
Hey, Sam, how many times have you seen Hocus Pocus?
Once.
Yeah. Yeah, I watch Hocus Pocus at least 5 to 6 times before Halloween.
Wow!
Absolutely.
And watch it on Halloween.
Yes.
Wow!
And then you have to, then you have to
I'm
throw
all
a Nightmare
about that.
Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Wow. But getting back to this movie, Descendants Party,
Yes.
we had 4 amazing characters. Mal, who is edgy.
Her hair. Oh, I want it.
Sam was just staring in like a gaze of, I'm gonna just jump in there and steal your wig.
Well, okay. I want to hit on that real quick, just because we're
You're
here.
gonna hit on Mal? She's like a teenager, man.
Shut up. All right. Her hair. So, like, everybody, she kept making people's hair different, right? It's like, but you really know they're asking for the color, right? Like, that's what they're actually at, the whole look at the color thing, not just to doll it up a little bit. That was I had a problem with that.
They didn't want to trim, they wanted the color.
They wanted the whole thing, not just like, oh, great, you gave me different hair, right? Like,
I don't know. They seemed pretty pleased with what they ended up with.
They were, but that was like, like, oh, cool, it's cool and all, but I really would appreciate it a little more dazzle in there. That's how I don't know. That's just me, baby. I don't know. She was keeping it for herself.
I was gonna say that's accurate because when I say that I want her hair, I'm referring to the color, not the color.
You didn't want Evie's hair?
The blue.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's too dark for you. No, I'm going for that long J hairstyle right now.
Oh yeah.
He looks like a wolf from Twilight.
Yeah.
Wasn't he in Twilight?
He was.
That guy. He was
He's
in Twilight, right? Okay.
He's Seth, so he's like Jacob's little brother, but not brother.
Huh.
I don't
Yeah. Wolf brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
know. We just watched all the
Wolf
Twilights.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because he came on screen and I was like, oh, he looks like he could be from New Moon. Like, I'm okay with that. And then like
Yeah.
Adam's like, you do know he was in New Moon. I was like, oh,
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah, that's sad. So, what were your guys' thoughts on the villains, like the actual villains, the parents, and how they had spouses, but clearly they had a spouse at some point, but they were never in the movie.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Did that
I
confuse
didn't
anybody
think
else?
about that.
No?
No. I just bought it.
I did not buy it. I sat there and was like,
I didn't. Well, like I said, I watched all 3 movies, so I know at least one other parent's involved later.
okay.
Okay, that's
Okay,
good.
that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm sitting here like, where's Mrs. Jafar?
Mrs. Jafar.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna be honest. Of the 4 of them, I was really kind of annoyed with Jafar. That he was just a street
Yeah.
merchant. Dude,
Mhm.
the sorcerer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
just a street merchant now. Okay, that's more of Aladdin's thing.
Yeah.
Right. That's They
Right?
like tried to pull from Aladdin for him too much or something.
I think that is one of my bigger beef points is that like Maleficent's like this badass that can turn herself into a dragon and like I don't know, she's just like the epitome of a Disney villain and then they kind of just make her like a cutesy joke in this movie and I was like how
Mhm.
dare.
Yeah.
So I kind of
Yeah.
feel that with Jafar.
Kristen Chenoweth that played. I was thinking it, but I was like, I wasn't for sure. Was Maleficent?
What was her name?
Kristen Chenoweth or no?
Yeah, that's her.
What's her? Okay.
Yeah.
She's in Wicked, I think, or
Wicked.
something.
Yep.
Yeah. She was really good in Wicked.
She's like Glinda. I'm not a Wicked person, so.
It's the Good Witch.
And then you got Cruella. I just want to say, Cruella never fits with all these like super monstrous evil villains, in my opinion. Like she always gets lumped with them, and I'm like, again, like dog murder and fur is bad, but Maleficent can turn into a dragon and burn down villages.
Yeah.
And they're like the same level, and it has never made sense to me.
Yeah. They have like their own
Yeah.
magic. She's just a killer.
She's there.
Yeah.
I know.
She just drives like a mad woman. That's it.
Yeah.
That is true. But I feel like most
Yeah.
people do that nowadays, so that's really not
Yeah.
not a
True.
villainous trait.
True.
True.
I don't know. That part always was like, because even the evil queen, she could poison an apple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, and she had her mirror and stuff, but
Yeah.
which is basically just Google.
Yes, it was Google before Google was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, do they not have smartphones?
They
No,
talked about
what,
having cell phones.
do they?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because
Yeah.
couldn't they
did.
just use their smartphones and her
Right.
mirror?
No, they definitely. One of them talks about a cell phone at one point.
Oh.
Because then I was like, oh, she's got
Oh.
Google on her mirror. Nobody else has it. And then somebody said something about a phone. It's like, wait, hold up. I'm lost now.
Other thing, I think in the beginning, when they did like the book, I think it was a tablet. I'm not sure, but it looked
Yeah,
like
it
It was.
Oh,
It
yeah, yeah.
definitely was.
Yeah,
Oh
something-
yeah, it was.
Yeah, I wish that was a regular, nice hard copy
too.
of a book. Personally, did you guys like the four main characters? I'm gonna call them all the main characters, even though Mal was like the leader.
Mhm.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. They were all pretty crazy in their own distinct ways.
I thought they had good chemistry together, the four of them. So I think they all.
Yeah.
There wasn't one that I thought, okay, they don't need to be there.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the four of them.
And then you got good old Ben.
Good old
Oh,
Ben.
Ben.
Oh, yeah.
Silly Ben.
He was like the quintessential good person.
Yeah, he was good. He's the nice
I
guy.
liked it.
Yeah.
He just reminded me of Zac Efron from High School Musical. I don't know why. It just like took me back to my High School Musical days. I was like, oh, okay, they're just redoing this. I mean, it was successful, so that's fine. But I
I
did
can see
like
that.
Yeah. So
why change what works, right?
right.
Exactly.
Apparently there was a prequel book to this. I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason why Ben is bringing them all to the island is because he had a vision that there is a good person over on the island of the lost, or whatever it's called.
Oh.
Australia,
Oh.
Australia, yes.
which is essentially what they started.
Mm.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, literally. Anyways, yeah. So that's why he brought everybody over, was because he had a dream and he was like, I'm gonna meet a very nice girl from the island, so let's just start bringing them over.
So he was thirsty. And
Yeah,
that's
even
why
though
he
he had
brought-
Audrey.
Oh.
Well, Audrey was crazy. I can understand why he ran the other way.
Yeah, she's annoying.
You're so annoying.
I'm like, Aurora's not an annoying character, so it was kind of weird that they made her super annoying.
Yeah.
Now, like Chad, I can understand. Like Prince Charming, like just has the stigma of being what is literally a Chad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a bro.
Chad, yes.
For sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like,
Big
hey,
old doofus too.
yeah, I'm the cool guy around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little weird that they chose, I guess, Beauty and the Beast to kind of be the centralization of the story.
I thought so.
Usually they never are. So I was like, I thought it'd be like Snow White or Cinderella as well.
Right. Yeah.
I always
Uh-huh.
respect Cinderella. It was her castle, I think.
Yeah.
Cinderella's
Yeah.
castle.
The fairy godmother was the
Yeah.
whatever, so it would have made no sense.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. It was weird to have Beauty and the Beast as the main couple.
Yeah,
Well, and especially because they didn't look like Beauty and the Beast. I'm just going to say it now.
I mean,
They did.
Adam has blonde hair. Okay. He does not look like that.
And he was obviously not a beast, so. I don't
What?
know.
Wait, I think he roared at one point.
he
He
roars
does,
and he
yeah.
has the whole clapping
He
thing with the
did.
statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, you know.
You wanted to see him turn into a beast. Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
The statue changed.
Yeah, and then like Ben, when he jumps into the Enchanted Lake, he roars.
Yeah, I find that so weird.
And I was like,
Never
this
made
is
sense.
this is what I'm expecting from a Disney Channel original. And I'm gonna hop back before we get to the island. I think Alyssa, you said that you were just disgusted by Rotten to the core. Is that an accurate statement?
Yes, it is very accurate.
They have dubstep, like it's a dubstep at one point. Like there's just
Yeah.
this heavy beat comes in. I'm like, they're trying to get the youths.
Yes,
The-
yes.
The youth.
When they dropped in the dubstep when they were dancing, I was like, I appreciate that, but just don't sing.
Aw. I like just that
I just-
part. I'm rotten to the core. That's all I like.
It was just so cringy and cheesy. I don't know. Just something about it. I was like, I can't listen to this.
Oh, I turned it on and made Sam listen to it at work a few times.
Yeah, he did that because I had the same reaction. I was like, why are we putting dubstep in Disney movies? And I don't know, maybe it was just like it was too long or something, or just their like crazy dance moves. I hadn't seen it in a while, right? Like this.
It's been a while since you've seen a musical.
Yeah, and so I was like, I don't know. It was very cringy. And then he made me listen to it like 5 more times this week. And
Like,
so,
yeah, I did.
It eventually grew on you.
Very catchy.
It's just stuck in your head.
yeah,
Like,
There
Yeah.
are not many words to it. It helps.
that's true.
that is true.
Well, I have a question about why villains wear leather.
Well, yeah, that's
Because,
how you
like,
know that they're bad.
Is leather
Yeah.
a bad fabric?
Yeah, it's a bad guy fabric.
Okay.
Like Captain Hook in anything always wears leather.
Yeah, but they were like wearing leather that wasn't like didn't need to be leather. Like they just
Right,
like,
yeah.
slapped everything together with leather, and then as the movie goes on, like they're shedding their leather. I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, symbolic.
It's like snakeskin.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Even more. Very good.
Gold star.
Oh.
I feel
I'm
like,
snapping my fingers in case nobody heard it.
I feel like Carlos and Jay were still wearing like leather jackets at the end, like Letterman sort of leather jackets.
Yeah, I think that they do still keep their leather.
It's just the
little
two girls
bit.
that are just like, we're fully good now.
Well, but I was gonna
Mhm.
say like the rest of their outfits at the beginning, like including their pants, right? So I would maybe they got rid of their leather chaps. I don't know.
I don't know. Jay had that amazing like shirt, vest, weird thing. It was like a turtleneck,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and then it had no sleeves,
Mhm.
Oh,
and he had it zipped all the way
yeah.
up, and I was rolling.
Yeah,
'Cause-
that was
You know, you
cool.
wanted to buy that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my Christmas present now.
Where can I find this?
Yeah.
For Mickey's Not So Scary, I'm gonna have to dress up as Jay, Sam. It's just
Ooh.
it's inevitable.
Okay, good luck. You gotta grow out your hair.
I'm working on it.
Back at the
I'm
beginning.
working on it.
I just wanted Carlos to wear more fur though, just to kind of match. Him. I thought we're
Yeah.
seeing on like the dangly thing. I don't know if that was supposed to be his fur. I know I saw something on his pants or something like that.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe they basically just like put him in the print, right? Like the
Mhm.
black and white, and I was kind of
Mhm.
disappointed in that as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So each of them were supposed to have like a role. Like you got Mal as the leader, you got Evie who's the brain,
Mhm.
you got Jay is the brawn, and then apparently Carlos is the techie, like carefree kid one.
I can see
Yes.
carefree.
Mhm.
Techie, he like touched
Oh,
a
no.
laptop once.
Apparently
Yeah.
in the prequel, he actually like shut down the barrier for a split second.
Oh, wait, there's a prequel.
Ooh.
Prequel book.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a prequel. I think there's an entire CGI animated series, 2 sequels, and then a short.
so maybe he gets more techie in the rest of them. Alyssa, confirm.
Yes.
He does actually. He does get a little bit more techie
Hey,
than the other.
All right, Carlos.
gotta prove
It
his
is
worth somewhere.
confirmed.
Did you guys catch his uniform number was 101
No.
on his jersey? Yeah, when he's
I
playing,
didn't.
what was it called?
I totally missed it.
Tourney. They called their
Yeah.
sport
Oh yeah,
tourney,
turning.
which was just apparently it's similar to Irish hurling,
Okay.
which reminds me of lacrosse. I'm gonna be
I was
honest.
gonna say
Yeah.
it's like
Lacrosse.
lacrosse with extra steps.
It
Yeah.
reminded me more like lacrosse or field hockey. or something, you know,
Mhm.
Yeah.
in there.
I gotta say, it does not look easy to pick up a ball with a stick, though.
Like a ladle, like
Yeah,
a
like a wooden
ladle.
spoon, a long wooden spoon or something.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I played lacrosse. Like I know how to like use a stick, but like
We're gonna
this
give you a stick. It's gonna have a little divot in it. You're gonna have to hit
Yeah.
this invisible ball around because it's CGI. Have fun.
Nah,
Have
nah,
fun.
it's fully real. Jay was just that amazing, man.
But they also had to carry shields. Like Carlos has a
Yes,
shield.
some of them had
Like,
shields. Like,
that's a lot to handle
Yeah.
for a sport.
It was.
I say let's
see-
try it, guys.
I mean,
Let's-
sure, why
let's
not?
do this.
I got like a mix of like lacrosse and Quidditch or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's what it felt
Mm.
like to me.
What really got me was that like center of the field too.
Yeah, the kill zone.
The kill zone. I was like, what?
The big like red like cross like area they had turrets to shoot them with.
How did you
Yeah.
miss that?
How did you miss that?
Yeah, it's very in there a lot.
They're like,
Crazy.
watch
Yeah.
out, Jay, you're going into the kill zone, and he just plows through 6 more guys.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, I think I was just distracted that they spelled out ridiculous for a song. Like that's a very long word. And I'm not
Yeah.
sure why we did that.
All right, can you do it? Let's hear you do it. Real quick, spell it, Sam.
Yeah.
RIDICULOUS. Ridiculous.
Morello DeVille. Got it. Nailed it.
During that song, though, the coach was dancing with the trophy in the background.
Yeah, he was.
He was just like dancing, so happy he won the tournament with these 2 villains that came out of nowhere.
Wait, he won the tournament of tourney.
He won the tournament of tourney from unknown characters. Yeah, I don't know. Unless Alyssa, do they get into the other schools?
Oh no.
I'm surprised there's other schools they had to compete against.
What?
What?
There
What
weren't-
other?
there was-
What other? I don't know.
There was, I mean, when they played the tourney, they literally had that one school, and then they never brought this any other schools into the picture. So I was like, I guess there's no other schools.
It's like Harry Potter. I mean, they bring in those schools for book 4, but then they gone.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Right. But I didn't think there was room for like other fantasy schools when in this place all the characters were already at the one school.
Aladdin wasn't. Jasmine wasn't.
That you know of.
No, they actually-
Yeah, I mean,
They originally, well, I mean, their kid. They originally had a kid named Aziz written into the story,
Oh, nice.
but then they took him out.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
He wasn't good enough. Poor fella. They just molded his role on top of Jafar's, apparently.
Yeah, they just
Yeah. blended it a bit.
And like at the beginning, they said there are no interesting like heroes. So you guys are villains because you're interesting.
Mhm.
And I'm like, first off, Aladdin and Genie are heroes,
Yeah.
and they're definitely
Yeah.
interesting to me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I could understand if you say Prince Charming from like Snow White.
Mm-hmm.
Is that no? That's the Prince. I always mix it up.
Sure.
The prince.
The Prince has like 4 minutes of screen time. You can say he's boring because he kisses Snow White and that's it.
Yeah. Well, Hercules. is a
That's
hero. Good heroes. Yeah, that's kind of rude.
Mulan takes on an entire army.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Did you guys like how Evie was just there to try and find a boyfriend?
Yeah, and then poor like dopey son or whatever.
Yeah.
I got played. I was like, oh,
Poor guy.
I'm
feel
surprised
for
Dopey of
him.
all the dwarfs had a kid, right? He couldn't even talk in the movie.
Get it, dopey.
He has a kid.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I know. I'm curious who Dopey's wife is.
I know, right?
Yeah.
See, they don't go into the spouses except for the prince and princesses.
Yes.
Information I
Mhm.
need.
You need some more side quotes of
I
like
need more side quotes.
how this world happened.
Well, all I know is they mentioned Gaston at one point, and I got really excited, and then I realized why he isn't in the movie.
Is it because he fell off a castle?
And it's because he fell
And
off.
died?
Yeah, you know.
No longer with us.
Oh,
And I was very sad about this.
I totally forgot about that.
Sorry.
Oh.
Spoilers to those who haven't seen Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. Major.
Yeah, I actually was wondering. I was like, at one point, I was like, I wonder if Gaston's there. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Not at all.
Nope.
But she was, who was it? I think it was Maleficent grabbed Jay's arm.
Yeah.
It was like, ooh, Gaston would be
Jealous,
be
yeah.
jealous of you.
Yeah.
Gross.
So I got a question for everyone.
17.
Okay.
Did I get it right?
You were close. I was gonna say, of the 4 original villains, so I guess the parents, who was everybody's favorite? And then I guess the kids as well.
Oh, okay.
Like in this movie or like
Yeah, in this
their
movie,
own
like,
movies?
yeah.
Oh.
The portrayal. I guess.
Evil Queen.
Yep, Evil Queen, yeah.
I second Evil Queen.
Evil Queen.
Evil Queen.
Wow, I thought
Wow.
I was going to
Dang.
Dang.
I just love Evie.
I just like the Evil Queen because she didn't actually seem that evil.
No, she was
Yeah.
just, I don't know,
No,
comedy,
yeah.
really.
And
Yeah.
Jafar didn't. Well, really, Maleficent really.
Yeah. I also like the Bill, but
Isn't the Evil Queen, wasn't she in Hocus Pocus?
yeah, I believe she was.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the actress?
Yeah.
She was.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I'm like sitting, I'm like, is the Evil Queen actually in it?
Sorry about that. The actress. Yes, the Evil
Yeah,
Queen
she-
makes a cameo in Hocus Pocus.
Is it Hocus Pocus?
Yeah, she's one of the sisters.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
She has like the interesting shaped lips or whatever.
Yeah.
Interesting
Yeah.
shaped lips.
She flies a vacuum. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Is she the blue one?
No, she's the orange one.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah,
blue
I know
one?
which one. Yeah. The blue one is Sarah Jessica
Or am I picturing
Parker.
somebody else.
I
Mhm.
think Sarah Jessica
Yes.
Parker is pink.
Yeah, wasn't she like a pink?
Yeah,
I don't know. I've seen it like once or
Now you're just
twice.
making up colors. No,
He's just like inserting what he can.
I know she's not the green one.
Outing yourself with no Hocus Pocus knowledge.
I know. I've seen
I
like
love
what
it.
the Disney show 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Not like the movie, but like at Mickey's Not So Scary.
Ooh, yeah.
They have a
Oh,
Hocus
yeah.
Pocus show. Because our friend who loves the Descendants also loves Hocus Pocus. So we've seen that a few times.
Mhm.
But so on the date, they're Ben and Mal's date.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you just all hang about Ben having just straight up 4 buttons undone.
Yeah.
I was like, what is up with this
No
guy?
game.
Just dropping down to 4 buttons already. Then
Yeah.
he just goes swimming.
This
and
is a
then-
Disney movie.
and clearly he's gonna be ripped because it's a Disney movie.
Is he a beast?
But I just was dying when he's just like laying there, like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Mhm.
With his shirt just like fully open. And I'm like, well, I mean, at the time he was still under the love potion,
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
give him a small pass.
but
Okay.
not much.
He wasn't in his right mind.
I will say I liked the song though during the date scene from Mal. That was one of the songs I actually like enjoyed.
Yeah.
Was that if only,
I think it's If Only.
or did I
think so.
mention? I have them written down, but I don't remember. I just remember. Oh no, did I mention is the ridiculous one?
Okay.
Evil Like Me is clearly not that.
Yeah. No.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
And then there's Be Our Guest, Sam.
Oh yeah.
I could not stop laughing. We had to pause the movie because I don't understand why Be Our Guest needed a rap sequence. I was
Oh,
very
yeah.
confused
Oh
by
my
that.
gosh, I know.
Like I was like, what? I mean, I thought Run to the Core was cringeworthy, but I think Be Our Guest was more cringeworthy. Like, and
Yeah,
there's
they like
actually
made
like,
it way too thug.
yeah, and like, why are they singing that to their parents? Is that what they were doing?
Yeah, they
Like,
were
I
saying
didn't
Be Our
understand.
Guest.
It was Parents' Day.
Yeah.
Like Parent Day, yeah.
It was odd.
And then was it Family Day or Parents' Day? Because
Family Day.
yeah, because I was like, Aurora's grandma, Audrey's grandma was there. Put up a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
stink about Mal.
Oh, I
Oh, yeah.
know.
She must not watch the news or get the newspaper or anything because like she was shocked at the island of lost kids, bad guys, Australia.
That's true. Wouldn't he have like made a proclamation or something?
Mhm.
Maybe.
Maybe she's forgetful.
Oh, could be.
But yeah, I just thought it was funny because I was like, "You're so shocked! Like everybody should know about this by now, right?"
They've been here for a while.
You would
Yeah. This is pretty big news.
But so Royce, I know you said you liked the "If Only" song.
Yeah.
I was dying during that because they started doing the flashback sequence, and then they flashed back to something that was 3 minutes before it.
Like a long time ago.
Like they're just like walking to the like little picnic area, and I'm like, wasn't that just like 2 seconds ago?
Oh yes, when they were like walking across the bridge and they flash back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What a flashback. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
And you could tell that she wasn't evil at that point because her music would have been much cooler. Because like every evil villain in Disney, like Scar, even Ursula, they all have great music. It's like real dark.
Mhm.
Clearly, I like the dark music. I'm sorry.
Not for you.
Well, and I don't think she was wearing any leather, just her leather boots.
Ooh,
Ooh.
So she was like almost
shedding her
there.
skin.
Ooh.
There we go. Oh, and did you guys? So at the end, we get to the beautiful coronation scene.
Mhm.
They put that crown on top of Ben's head, and it looks like a toy crown.
That's because it
It looks
is.
so fake.
Evie had a tiara that looked nice. You got Belle with a nice tiara, but the crown was just a piece of plastic from Party City.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low budget.
Yeah, you got Disney behind you. There's no budget. Yeah, just don't ask what happened to John Carter. We got Jane who finally takes the wand, right?
Mhm.
I straight up, I had gone down to write something. I think I was writing the crown comment down, and I was like, "Oh, Mal ended up taking it, nice." And then it goes back, and Jane's holding it. I'm like, "Oh, I definitely missed that."
Yeah, right.
But I guess they kind of foreshadowed it at the beginning, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Sam, you don't believe me?
I don't know. I don't
So-
think so.
Okay, let me.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're like, she convinces Jane to come over.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she's like, let bibbity boppity boo, I make your hair look not like poo.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
she's like, well, can you do the rest of me? And she's like, no, I need your mom's wand
Yeah.
to do that. That's why she stole it. They basically were like, who is it? Chekhov's gun is equivalent to the wand. Like, see the wand in the first act, it's gonna play it.
Well,
Something in
yeah.
the
The
third
whole
act?
point was to steal
Yeah.
the wand. I knew that.
But you didn't expect
I wasn't
Jane to do it?
expecting Jane. I don't know. I figured Jane was just like, it was very odd. She was like, oh, I have nice hair. I'm a cool girl now. Oh, and I ripped my skirt, which makes me cool too, right?
Oh,
Oh, the
Ooh.
skirt ripping was so awkward.
Yeah,
it was.
I did not. I was like, what? Why is this happening?
I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, do you think like all these kids who are like in high school just started coming with slight tears like on their little skirts and dresses, being like, I'm cool now.
And Barry's godmother was like, no.
Yeah, she tried to shut that down quick.
I was surprised by the fairy godmother character though, because I didn't think she was so judgmental, or like based off of the cartoon, you know?
Yeah.
They made
Yeah.
her really different to me than I would have expected.
I did like the joke about curfews though. I was feeling that one
Yeah.
because Cinderella.
It
Come
just
on.
makes sense.
This
Yeah.
is just logical.
Yeah. I don't know why she was like so judgy. She was also like really young.
They were all really young.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Like all that, like direct parents, I should say.
Yeah.
True.
We don't count Granny.
Well, and she has magic, so she could have just been like,
Poof, I'm young again.
yeah.
Poof, plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Then they're like, it's more fun to be good, guys, at the very end. I think
Yeah.
one of my favorite quotes is because if you hear it out of context, it makes zero sense.
Okay.
Being good means you can scratching dude's belly because it makes you happy.
Oh yeah.
Scratching dude's belly makes you happy. All right, there.
Yeah. Carlos.
I did love how his name was Dude. Like they were just
Yeah.
like, you know what? We're just gonna
Just
Dude,
deal
the
with
female
it.
dog.
yeah, we don't care.
Yeah, it was a girl dog.
Was Dude a female?
Yeah, at least
Oh my God.
the actual dog was female. The acting dog.
Oh.
It's funny you say that because I think in one of the other movies, the dog talks and they gave it a male voice.
What?
Oh.
Okay, guys, we got to do another review.
Be right back. Gonna spend another 2 hours to watch the second one. By the way, 2 hours for a Disney Channel original movie.
Yeah, I was like regretting that after I picked it. Like I was like, oh, it's 2 hours. Oops.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it didn't feel like it drug on, at least to me,
No, I thought it was,
properly paced.
they did a good job with that. I was happy.
Yeah, I thought it moved pretty fast for the most part.
They had great team sport. I'm just going to come back to tourney. I want to play it now.
I just wish more people were into it, the school. Like, like when Harry Potter had like the Quidditch tournaments, like the whole school was there. I think that would have been more exciting if more people came and showed up and made it this big
definitely.
thing. It felt like just an after school activity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
It was very friendly of Ben earlier on to be like, I'll help train Carlos up.
Yeah,
I liked Ben overall. I'm going to be honest. He seemed like a nice guy.
He's a
yeah.
good guy.
Was that what
Yeah.
Zac Efron was like in High School Musical?
Yes.
Somewhat.
For the most part.
I was like, honestly, I don't remember.
I know. I was like, shoot. I just said how much I liked it.
I didn't walk away from High School Musical thinking like Zac Efron was a good guy. Like Ben, like you walk away from thinking like Ben's a good guy. But I guess he was just a typical high school kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not watch this, and I gotta say, like now with his resurgence, like Zac Efron is doing lots of movies. I'm a fan. I like his stuff.
You like funny Zac Efron?
I like funny Zac Efron, not teenage Zac Efron, not Room Rater Zac Efron. If you guys didn't know that, he did to the MTV show.
What? He did?
Yeah, before High
Huh.
School Musical, he was on MTV Room Raiders.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's always a fun little piece of info.
That's your favorite Zac Efron fact?
It is my favorite Zac
Yeah.
Efron.
I don't know if you have any other ones, but you definitely have that one.
No, I got nothing for him.
He's on this new Netflix show, like where he's in the wild, I think.
Oh, it's so good.
I wanted to watch it.
It's like totally worth watching it. It's like a whole new side of Zac Efron no one would probably expect. I think.
Really?
What? What
Yeah.
is this?
It's called Down to Earth. I think it's
Down
called
to
Down
Earth.
to Earth, and he
Okay.
basically goes around the world traveling and trying to figure out how to help like heal the earth in a sense, like how to he learns about water, he learns how to recycle better, he learns he just learns
Oh.
all these different things.
So it's
and
not like
just-
that bear or whatever guy when he.
Not Bear Grylls.
No.
Okay.
No.
Wasn't
This
he
is
on
like-
Bear Grylls as a guest?
There's
I think
a
he
very
was.
big chance there's a ton of guests on his show.
Yeah.
Yeah, this series on Netflix is like a soul searching type of series,
it.
Oh,
which is
okay.
pretty neat. Yeah, it's really awesome. I enjoyed it, and Zac Efron's hella fine, so you know.
Do you guys have anything else on the Descendants before I get into the cast?
I was just gonna say, I just wish the school was a little bit more magical. I kept thinking that the whole time. Like,
It seemed like the main theme was to get rid of the magic. Like they were anti-magic.
maybe I missed that because I was like, why isn't it magical? It's a Disney school.
Right.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, the whole thing with Mal doing the hair stuff. They're like, oh, that's like a gateway magic, like a gateway drug into doing more magic.
I see.
Yeah, but I mean, I know that there's
I agree that there
villains.
should be more magic.
Yeah, and I'm saying kids that age, I feel like would have tried to
Oh, I totally
toy
would have.
around with that.
100%.
I don't buy that just because they're villains' children, they're the only ones that tried it.
Fat chance. I'm sending Audrey to Villain Island.
Yeah, God.
She's mean.
I hate Audrey. I
Worst.
hate her. She's like my least favorite person.
Yeah, well, that and Chad.
Yeah, well, yeah. You can't like a Chad. Let's be honest.
That's true. I'll get into the cast real quick. So Mal was played by Dove Cameron. I didn't really know who she was, but she was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She was a main character, or was she both, in Liv and Maddie, which is on Disney.
Okay.
Mhm.
It was like a Hannah Montana thing. She played two characters.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then she was in the movie Dumplin'.
Oh, nice.
You remember that
Oh,
one?
with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. And then Carlos is played by Cameron Boyce. That one really threw me off because I would write Dub Cameron
R.I.P.
and then Cameron Boyce. Like,
Yeah.
he's in Runt, Grown Ups 1 and 2.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
He's one of Adam Sandler's kids in those movies. His wife is Salma Hayek in it, so they get there. And then he's in a Disney Channel original show called Jessie.
Mm.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
It's probably the only show I've heard of on Disney.
Oh, nice.
I mean, the newer stuff. Like I've
Oh,
never
I was
all
like,
these.
ever?
Yeah.
Like,
No.
I was like, oh no.
No, like the newer stuff, like
Okay.
Jessie and I think there's one called Allie and so, I don't know, all the weird ones I've never heard of.
There is an Alley one because he's in one episode of that when I was going through this IMDb.
There you go.
Didn't write it down because it was one episode. But Evie was played by Sophia Carson. She was in Feel the Beat, I think another Disney Channel original movie. Again, I don't watch them that much, but Adventures in Babysitting. And then she's in Pretty Little Liars, The Perfectionist.
Oh, I didn't watch the prequels of Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, the prequel? I didn't even know there was a prequel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did like a spin-off of Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
Because I was hooked on that. Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't. Yeah, there's a lot of episodes of that. If somebody needs to kill some time,
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just seen her perform like on those, the Christmas parades at the Disney parks.
Yeah.
And they have all those people singing.
oh, is she one of them?
She was one of them. She was
Oh.
a singer.
went to
and I
one
was
of those.
like, oh, really?
Yeah, I did I want to say it was a couple of years ago.
5 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. I forget who the people were. It wouldn't have been her.
It could have been her because Descendants came out in 2015.
Oh God, really?
Yeah,
Is
you're
that
welcome.
old?
Yeah, it did.
It's
Wow.
fresh.
You're welcome. Yeah, Descendants 2 came out in, I think, 17, and then 3 came out in 19.
Oh.
Whoa.
We should be due for another one next year, guys.
Oh my.
Yes.
But,
Alyssa will be on it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my God.
we'll be like, I'm first in line.
Yeah.
But Jay is played by he has the best name ever. It's Boo Boo
Boo Boo.
Stewart.
Nice.
Yeah, he's Seth in Twilight. He's in X-Men Days of Future Past.
Oh,
He's Warpath.
okay.
Which, interesting little fact about that. Did you guys catch that the Ardon prep school was actually Professor Xavier's mansion
Really?
from X-Men 2? Yeah.
Nice.
Also,
Boy.
apparently the same set was used for Smallville and Arrow.
Nice.
So superheroes
Wow.
just go there. But Ben was played by Mitchell Hope, and he was in a movie called Let It Snow. And I'm done. He's not done much. He's been in 10 things. So he's still a newbie. Belle is played by Keegan Connor Tracy, have you guys seen Once Upon a Time? Because she's the Blue Fairy.
Oh,
Okay, that's what I
yeah.
was gonna say. She was the Blue Fairy, and now she's Belle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was confusing for me the whole time.
Yeah, and then that other woman is the Blue Fairy, and I was like, wait, no, you're the Blue Fairy.
Right? And then
Yeah.
she's also in The Magician, like that TV series.
Oh, okay.
I
then-
don't.
The what one?
The Magicians. It's a sci-fi TV show.
I think so. Yeah.
She's a
I've heard of
professor.
it.
It's all right. We watched a few we watched the first season and then never continued. She is the scoutmaster or scout leader in Series of Unfortunate Events,
Really?
like Neil Patrick Harris one. So
Oh.
she was in 2 episodes.
Oh, wow.
And then to throw everybody off, she was in Final Destination 2.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
Random
I don't
plug
watch
there.
scary movies,
that's like
so
a
it's okay.
switch.
But, Evil Queen was Kathy Najimy. She was in Hocus Pocus, like we said before. She is
Yeah.
Peggy Hill in King of the Hill.
Who knew? That's crazy.
Same spirit animal that she doesn't like to be known as.
Anywho.
I'm kidding. She just has she says one word, like one phrase that's just like Peggy, and I call her out on it every time.
This is true.
But she's Mary and she's in Wall-E. She's one of the 3 voices in
Oh.
Wall-E.
Human.
She's in Sister Act 1 and 2. And then she is also in Dumplin' as
Dang!
well.
Two
Oh.
dumplings.
I know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then the last actress I have, even though I know I could get, they have a very long list, so I just grabbed the ones that I recognize.
Yeah, I feel like Disney gets a lot of people, so
Yeah.
that's fair.
I was like, I got Audrey because we all loved her. She was played by Sarah Jeffrey.
Blech.
She's in like a bunch of episodes of Charmed.
Oh,
The newer Charmed?
I think so. I don't know. I don't watch it. But she was in Wayward Pines, if you guys seen the M. Night Shyamalan Milan show. Rogue, and then Shades of Blue. She's been in a lot of TV shows.
Mm.
Not many feature films. Director. Now, they've said his name like 10 times. Sam, can you say it?
nope.
Tim, do you know the director's name?
Nuh-uh.
Tasmic has been able to, like, they knew it before the movie started. And then us over here are like, I don't know.
I don't pay attention to those kinds of things. Okay.
I know. It's Kenny Ortega. He did Hocus Pocus. He did High School Musicals. He also did 12 episodes of The Gilmore Girls.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Just 12 episodes, not all of them.
Yeah.
I want to note that.
He just like came in for half a season.
That's what happens with a lot of TV shows. Like The Mandalorian only has like, they had like 10 episodes and 7
Yeah.
directors.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
This movie won a Primetime Emmy,
Oh.
and
Did it
it
really?
was for Outstanding Music Composition.
Oh God.
I thought you'd enjoy that
Oh,
one.
Jesus.
Specifically for Rotten to the Core, most likely.
Yeah,
Ah,
I'm just kidding. But it wasn't originally even going to be a musical. And then Kenny Ortega signed on, and they're like, all right, he's here. We're making a musical, guys.
I guess it would have been better if it wasn't a musical.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I do know that it would not take me. I am actually lying about this. It took him 2,000 hours to do the dragon sequence.
What?
seriously?
That dragon looked terrible.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
It
I
was
didn't
an
like it.
awful dragon.
Now, we also have to assume that IMDb's trivia is correct on that.
That's true.
But yeah, 2000 seems like a long time.
Yeah, and this came out in 2015, so the
Yeah.
CGI was definitely there to
Yeah.
do it interesting.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so that's all my notes. So we'll give Film Tasmic crew the option to flip it on or off. So we basically just say, oh, if you were like scrolling through TV back in the day and you saw this was on, would you flip it on? So I'll open the floor.
Oh.
Flip it off.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
person who watched all of them.
Just
Yeah.
run to the core. That's the only reason.
The movie is rotten too.
I think that would trigger me.
Yeah.
Nice one, Royce.
If it was past Rotten to the Core, would you flip it on?
Maybe. I think I'd flip it on for like a background noise and then accidentally just kind of take a glimpse and then end up finishing the whole thing.
You'd be on your phone playing, being like, oh, right, I forgot to put this on. Huh.
Yeah, exactly.
But Royce, I don't know if I heard if you were going to flip it on or off.
I'm gonna flip it. You know what? I'm gonna say flip it on because I think I would want to just. I thought it was kind of interesting to see like the Disney characters with their kids and what happens.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. It wasn't a great movie, but interesting.
No, it wasn't. There were cheesy moments, but I feel like the cheesy moments were supposed to be cheesy.
Yeah, well, and I agree with that. Like, I think it's a good story. It was maybe just like poorly executed, but at the same time, it is a Disney Channel movie, so like maybe we just had high
Yeah.
expectations because our youth was great.
Sam, would you
Agreed.
flip it on?
I actually feel like I would. I can't really tell you why. Like, I don't think that, as I just said, I don't think that it's like a great movie, and I actually had a lot of beef with it, but I feel like I've seen worse.
What about you, Tim?
I went back and forth with this, and
Really? I
yeah,
expected a straight no on your part.
no, mine's gonna be off just because like I don't think it worked as a musical, and I don't think there was enough. It was just like a basic like high school movie. There wasn't much to the characters really besides their names and like we're evil. So I don't know. I just think there wasn't enough to it even for what it was. It wasn't Disney enough, not enough magic, not enough going on. So
Okay.
I'd say flip it off and find something else on Disney to watch.
And Jen, we didn't miss you, right?
No.
Okay, I was like, I think you both said no at the same time, and I was like, I think I heard a no from her, but I wanted to confirm.
No, yeah, we both agree. No.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna flip it on just to torture Sam.
The only reason.
Yeah, I that's what I enjoyed from it, watching her like shock and like what am I watching sort of thing, and also just to be our guest scene when she died. It was enjoyable because it was bad, sort of deal, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like I laughed a lot in this movie because of how ridiculous it was. It's worth it to me.
But do you guys have any other favorite Disney Channel originals? Like mine's Brink.
Oh, I think mine's
Ooh.
Johnny Tsunami.
I love Johnny Tsunami. I can't serve.
Mine's Halloween Town.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
It's dark like my soul.
Royce and Tim, what about you guys?
I have a couple. I really like Smart House. I thought that was really
Okay.
good. Yeah, and of course, even Steven's movie is like my top. I thought that was, yeah, it's so cool.
And Timothy.
Uh,
A process of elimination is it Descendants?
I got nothing for you. I don't
Is
know.
Hocus Pocus technically a Disney Channel original, or did it have a theatrical premiere?
Well, what about, is it movies only? Are we talking, cause like
Yeah.
Mandalorian, I guess? I don't know.
No,
That
that's a
does
TV
not
show.
count.
That's a streaming. That's Disney Plus.
He's really trying here, guys.
Yeah. I got nothing for you. I don't know.
All right, so Tim's is Descendants by process of elimination.
There you go. Nailed it.
Nice. There
Yeah.
you go.
Well, I really liked Halloween Town, and I liked Pixel Perfect.
Yeah, you have always told me like Pixel Perfect.
Classic.
Well, cool. I think that wraps up our Descendants party.
Yay.
To the
Watch
floor.
2 and 3, guys.
Right.